Good morning, students. We'll start now. Okay, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll see one example and you try to understand what is happening, and we'll face one problem and let us see how to overcome that problem. Okay. So we have this interface example project. In that I have created this test.java file. So let us write class test. Is it visible clearly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, just let me increase some. Okay. So I am writing public static void main. I am writing main method string args. Okay. So this is my class test. Let us define class shape. Okay. Now any shape has a area, right? So every shape should calculate the area. So we have a area method. Now this shape, in previous example we called it a figure. So let us call that class as figure. So this is our undefined figure. So this area will not have any definition. So let us define that as abstract method. Okay, so we know that just we have to proceed that definition with abstract keyword, right? Now once you have an abstract method, that class becomes abstract. Okay, we know this, right? This is up to this point everything is fine. So we have defined one class figure and area method inside that. Okay, as this figure is undefined, we will not provide the implementation to this area method. We'll just have an abstract method. As soon as you have an abstract method inside a class, that class becomes abstract. So now you cannot create an object of figure. Obj equals to new figure. Okay, so you cannot create object of abstract class. We know this, right? Okay. Now let us define one class called rectangle. Rectangle, and we know that rectangle is a figure, right? So rectangle will be extends figure. Okay. Now rectangle is trying to inherit figure, which is abstract class, which is having an abstract method. So it will be a responsibility of this subclass to provide the implementation of this area method, right? Do you remember this concept? Yes or no? Anyone?
Can you please repeat?
Okay. Now rectangle is a subclass of figure superclass, right? Figure is an abstract class, right? Now rectangle is extending figure, so it will be a responsibility of rectangle to provide the implementation of this area method, right? Okay, so it must override that area method, override करेगा और उसका implementation देगा, राइट? ओके, रेक्टेंगल का एरिया का फॉर्मूला हमें पता है, ओके सो SYS डमी मैसेज प्रिंट करेंगे कि रेक्टेंगल इज पेंटेड विथ ओके लेट अस रिसीव दैट कलर नेम okay. So what we are trying to do, so a rectangle is one figure, okay. So rectangle will have a area and we are filling that rectangle with this given color. Let's have that class color and fill color. Okay. Now so here also will not give a definition to this fill method, okay. So we'll just simply have this abstract method here, okay. ये abstract हो जाएगा, okay. And if you define this as abstract, this class will become abstract, okay. Now this we want to achieve, okay. What we are trying to do, this rectangle should extend figure and color, okay, because we want to utilize the functionality of this color class also and figure class also. Now I am getting error. Now can you tell me why I am getting this error? Can anybody tell me why I am getting this error?
Inheritance.
What?
दो इसको इनहेरिट नहीं कर सकते.
Okay, that inheritance is known as, which kind of inheritance is this?
मल्टी इनहेरिटेंस.
Multiple inheritance, right? We have seen various types of inheritance, right? Single inheritance, hierarchical, multi-level and multiple, right? But Java doesn't support multiple inheritance, right? Okay, so this is not allowed, okay. But are you understanding this example? I want to extend these two classes, okay, because यहाँ पे valid भी है, okay. Rectangle should be painted with some color, okay, so it should extend this color से हम ये fill function use करना चाहते हैं, ठीक है. ये हम सब dummy लिख रहे हैं, but you have this requirement in real world also, okay. You may have, okay. So for time being, just for demonstration, I am putting some dummy statements here, okay. But you may feel this need, okay. Sometimes you require multiple inheritance, ठीक है. तो इस केस में क्या कर सकते हैं, okay. So by the definition of Java, multiple inheritance is not allowed, okay. So how to overcome this problem, okay. Now consider we have this display method. This is not a abstract method, ये एक normal display method है, okay. The normal method is known as a concrete method, okay. और इसको भी हम
सर वो कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी टू रिड्यूस कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी.
okay, which problem occurs when you allow multiple inheritance?
सर वो डायमंड लाइक शेप होता है उसका.
Okay, that is D3 problem, right?
Deadly diamond of dead problem.
Yes, okay. So what is that problem? You may receive two versions of one method, right? Which one to evoke? That creates confusion. Remember? Okay, so we have to revise all the concept. Okay, once we have offline classes, we will be revising all the concept. Okay, so this is interface concept. So 100% abstract class is known as interface. Okay, so we'll start with this concept. An interface in Java provides a blueprint of a class. Okay, just structure provide करता है. It will not have any implementation. It has static constants. Okay, जो भी variables रहेंगे, they will be a static constant. Do you remember how to define a constants in Java? Roll number 42. 42. I think he's Vas. (42) roll number. Gunjan.
Yes, sir.
How to define a constant in Java? We have seen one keyword for that. Ganesh.
Yes, sir.
How to define a constant in Java?
Sir, constant keyword is
No, we don't have constant keyword in Java. Const keyword is there in C.
final.
Final, yes. Final का हमने 3 uses देखे हैं. In front of a variable, it defines a constant. In front of a method, it avoids method overriding. In front of a class, it avoids inheritance. Right? Keep revising this concept. Okay. So by default, the variables inside the interfaces would be static constants. यानी कि by default वो रहते हैं public, okay, then static, okay, और वो constant है यानी कि वो by default final भी रहेंगे. Okay. Now why they are public? Because interface का meaning ही ये होता है कि they should get inherited somewhere. Okay, if you declare them as private, they will be not inheritable. Okay, so by default they will be public, both methods and variables, and the methods would be abstract ones. Okay, they don't have the implementation. The interface itself does not actually define any implementation. That means there can be only abstract methods in the Java interface, not method body. Okay, there will be only abstract methods. The interface in Java is a mechanism to achieve abstraction. Okay, through interface, remember this line, through interface we achieve abstraction. It cannot be instantiated just like an abstract class. जैसे abstract class में abstract class का हम object create नहीं कर सकते हैं, वैसे interface का object हम create नहीं कर सकते हैं. ओके, इंस्टेंशिएशन का मीनिंग हमने लास्ट लेक्चर में देखा था. इंस्टेंस इज नथिंग बट अ ऑब्जेक्ट. ओके, सो इट कैन नॉट बी इंस्टेंशिएटेड जस्ट लाइक अ एब्स्ट्रैक्ट क्लास. एंड इंटरफेस इज डिक्लेयर्ड बाय यूजिंग अ इंटरफेस कीवर्ड. ओके, सी द एग्जांपल हाउ वी आर डिफाइंड द इंटरफेस कलर with interface keyword. Okay, just like a class we have an interface keyword. A class that implements an interface must implement all the methods declared in the interface. जैसे abstract के क्लास में ये restriction था, वैसे interface के केस में भी है. Okay, once you implement the interface, you have to provide the implementation to all the methods defined there. Okay, and we implement that using implements keyword. Okay, जैसे कि यहाँ पे किया है हमने, implements keyword हमें यूज़ करना पड़ेगा. A class can implement more than one interface. ठीक है, सो यहाँ पे आप कॉमा करके मल्टीपल, जैसे कि रनेबल है, एक रनेबल भी इंटरफेस होता है, स्टैंडर्ड है. ओके, सो यू यूज़ कॉमा to specify multiple interfaces. Okay, extend में आप कॉमा करके मल्टीपल इनहेरिटेंस नहीं अचीव कर सकते, बट यू कैन implement multiple interfaces. Okay, so how to define an interface? Okay, so this public keyword is optional. I am specifying optional part with the help of square brackets. This public keyword is optional here. If you don't specify it, you will get default scope. You cannot specify private or protected interfaces. ठीक है, इंटरफेसेस के फिलोसॉफी के अगेंस्ट हो जाएगा अगर आप प्राइवेट कर दोगे तो. प्राइवेट यानी कि इट विल नॉट बी इनहेरिटेबल, बट इंटरफेस बनाया इसलिए है कि वो इम्प्लीमेंट करना है, राइट, उसको इनहेरिट करना है. सो दे विल बी आइदर पब्लिक और डिफॉल्ट. पब्लिक के बाद इंटरफेस कीवर्ड यूज करना है, देन द नेम ऑफ द इंटरफेस, ओपनिंग ब्रैकेट, inside the interface you will have constant variables and the method which are abstract by default. Okay, all the methods will be abstract by default, so abstract keyword use करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. all the methods and variables are implicitly public. जो भी आप variables और methods define करोगे they will be public by default. ठीक है, so public word आपने specify भी नहीं किया तो भी they will be public. Implementing interface. So how to implement interface? So for that we have implements keyword. So try to understand this syntax. So you will have a class. Okay, this will be a subclass for this interface, right? That class may extend some concrete classes. ठीक है, concrete या abstract classes को extend करेगा और interface को implement करेगा. Okay, so you may have this. Okay, just like our example, it is extending a figure class and implementing our color interface. Okay, and I am specifying optional part with the square brackets. So अगर inheritance करना है तो ये part use करो, और अगर आपको interface use करना है तो ये part use करो, and inside that there will be a class body. Okay, so this is the syntax of implementing interfaces. Now we have studied words like extends and implements. Okay, so try to understand when to use which one. When a class extends another class, then you use extends. Okay, when a class wants to derive some properties from existing class, so you use extends. So this is used for inheritance. Okay, a class extends another class, then a class implements another interface. Okay, implements. Okay, it provides the implementation. One interface may extend another interface. Okay, so an interface extends another interface, ये भी हो सकता है. Okay, so remember the application of this words extend, implements और extend कहाँ कहाँ use करना है. A class extends another class, a class implements another interface, interface extends another interface. Okay, so have you understood this concept? We are going to see the examples of each case. ये तो हमारा फर्स्ट पार्ट में ही हो गया है. इनहेरिटेंस में हमने एक्सटेंड कीवर्ड यूज़ किया. इन आवर फर्स्ट एग्जांपल वी हैव स्टडीड दिस कंसेप्ट. अ क्लास विल इम्प्लीमेंट द एग्जिस्टिंग इंटरफेस. विल सी द थर्ड एग्जांपल रिगार्डिंग दिस. ओके, व्हेन इंटरफेस एक्सटेंड्स अनदर इंटरफेस. Okay, so we'll start with first example, the simplest one, where you have an interface defined with interface keyword. The name of that interface is my interface. Okay, there is two dummy methods here, method 1, method 2. यहाँ पे abstract और public लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. They will be abstract public by default. Okay, so compiler will treat this method as public abstract void method 1, public abstract void method 2. गेटिंग दिस कंसेप्ट. इंटरफेस में हम सिर्फ जनरलाइज फॉर्म स्पेसिफाई करते हैं, इम्प्लीमेंटेशन प्रोवाइड करते नहीं है, राइट. a class demo implements this my interface. So now it will be a responsibility of this demo class to provide the implementation to this method 1 and method 2. So he has provided the implementation to this method 1 and method 2. Okay, just dummy हमने implementation provide किया. Then there is a main method. Here we have created the object of demo class. Okay, and see the reference. So यहाँ पे हमने dynamic method dispatch का concept use किया. Reference है my interface का, but actual object है demo का. Okay, why we do this? ये आपको बाद में clear होगा. Why we do like this? ठीक है, this is very important. Then on that object I am calling method 1. So method 1 का implementation है. Okay, obj में किसका object है? Demo का. Demo concrete class है because it has provided implementation for method 1 and method 2 both. Okay, so it is a concrete class. So this is done. Okay, and we have obtained this result. Is this clear? This is the simplest example, how to define an interface and how to implement that. Then second example, when an interface extends another interface. Yes, we have seen this concept. One interface will extend another. So we have first interface called INF1 having one method, method 1. Then we have INF2 interface which is extending the first interface. Okay, so this method 1 which is abstract method will come to INF2 through inheritance. ये inherit हो जाएगा. Now we have a demo class which is implementing this INF2. Okay, now it will be a responsibility of this demo class to provide the implementation of this method 1 and method 2. Okay, अगर सिर्फ उसने method 2 को implement किया, we will get a error. Okay, saying method 1 implementation is missing. Okay, उसने implement किए दोनों. Okay, so which is perfectly fine. मेथड 2 को इवोक किया, सो मेथड 2 में जो भी मैसेज है वो प्रिंट हो जाएगा. दिस इज एग्जाम्पल नंबर 2. आर यू गेटिंग दिस?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then interface example number 3. When you have two or more same methods in two separate interfaces. Okay, same method but in two different interfaces, so it may create confusion, right? किसका method evoke करना. Okay, but we know that interface में सिर्फ signature होती है, implementation होता ही नहीं है, right? So when you have the same methods in separate interfaces, this central class is implementing both the interfaces as the signatures are same. Okay, anyway central will be implementing this method. उसको करना ही implement करना ही पड़ेगा. तो जो भी implementation रहेगा वो particular version call होगा. So there will be no confusion. ठीक है, दोनों का signature same है. Okay, so anyway that subclass is going to provide the implementation to the method. Okay, so that doesn't create any confusion. Okay, this was happening in case of multiple inheritance. ठीक है, बट यहाँ पे ये abstract होने के कारण there will be no confusion. So जो भी implemented code है वो execute होगा. Then fourth example, when you have a partial implementation. Okay, try to understand this concept. You have interface called my interface where you have two methods, method 1 and method 2. Okay, they are abstract by default. Then you have, so just ignore this keyword now for time being. You have class A which is implementing this my interface. Now what A is doing, it has provided the implementation to only one method called method 1 और method 2 का implementation उसने skip कर दिया. Okay, so what happens, as class A has a partial implementation, okay, method 2 inherit हो गया है through inheritance, but इसने method override नहीं किया. Okay, so this class A will become abstract क्योंकि इसका partial implementation है. Okay, so this class A has to be declared with abstract. Now we have second class called class B, which is extending A. Okay, so A में method 1 concrete है और method 2 partial है, abstract है. Okay, now it will be a responsibility of class B to provide the implementation of method 2. अगर उसने provide किया, so class B will be treated as concrete 1. Okay, and then you can create an object of class B and you can execute method 1 and method 2. Are you getting this concept? If you are clear from the beginning, then you will understood everything. Are you getting this concept?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what happens in case of a partial implementation? Okay, so this concept is explained in one line. Try to understand this line. If a class includes an यहाँ पे implements होना चाहिए. If a class implements an interface but does not fully implement the methods defined by that interface, then that class must be declared as abstract. और यहाँ से वो abstract के concept carry forward होंगे. It will become an abstract और abstract के जो rules हैं that will be followed. Okay, then abstract class का हम object नहीं बना सकते हैं. Any class which is inheriting that abstract class has to provide the implementation to the abstract methods. Okay, those rules will be followed afterwards. What happens to variables in interfaces? So as discussed, they will be by default public. By default होते हैं, so no need to declare them as public. By default they will be static constant, so they will be static. They will be final. Constant यानी कि final भी होते हैं. Okay, static क्यों? Because they will be treated as class members. Okay, generally जो constant होते हैं they will be object independent. जैसे कि पाई वैल्यू, एक ऑब्जेक्ट का पाई वैल्यू डिफरेंट रहेगा, दूसरे का ऑब्जेक्ट का पाई वैल्यू डिफरेंट रहेगा, ऐसा नहीं रहता, राइट? सो दे विल बी कॉन्स्टेंट्स, सो दैट्स वाई दे आर स्टैटिक वंस. ओके, ऑल द वेरिएबल्स इन इंटरफेसेस आर पब्लिक, स्टैटिक, फाइनल बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट. तो हमें ये डिक्लेयर करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, सिर्फ आप डेटा टाइप स्पेसिफाई कर दीजिए और कंपलसरी होता है कि आपको वैल्यूज़ भी प्रोवाइड करना है, बिकॉज दे आर कॉन्स्टेंट. सो it will be a restriction on you to provide the value there itself. Okay, so once you define like this, compiler will treat that mean variable as public, static, final. Okay, ये add हो जाएगा by default. Similarly, the method will be public abstract. So अगर method है, सिर्फ आपको return type signature provide करना है, बाकी काम compiler करेगा. Public abstract वो खुद add कर देगा. A Java compiler adds public abstract keywords before the interface method. Moreover, it adds public, static, final keyword before the data members. Okay. So all the below statements are identical. Okay, with respect to interface. So if you declare like this, okay, so all are identical. So A will be public by default. So public आप लिखा नहीं लिखा तो भी सेम थिंग. ओके, पब्लिक, स्टैटिक, फाइनल, फाइनल इंट ए इक्वल्स टू 10, स्टैटिक इंट ए इक्वल्स टू यहाँ पे 10 होना चाहिए. ओके, सो ऑल दिस स्टेटमेंट्स आर आइडेंटिकल बिकॉज कंपाइलर विल गोइंग टू हैव दिस वर्जन ऑफ दिस डिक्लेरेशन. कंपाइलर विल ऐड पब्लिक, स्टैटिक, फाइनल बाय डिफॉल्ट. नाउ हाउ टू अचीव एब्स्ट्रैक्शन? सो देर आर टू वेज. If you want to achieve partial abstraction, you go for abstract class. Okay, we know that abstract class may have concrete methods. Okay, so if one concrete method is there, one abstract method is there, that means you have achieved 50% abstraction. Okay, or you may have complete abstract method inside the abstract class, then you may achieve 100% abstraction. If you want to achieve 100% abstraction, you use interface. Okay, interface is nothing but 100% abstract class. Now you tell me how to achieve encapsulation in Java. How to achieve encapsulation? Roll number 1. Okay, anyone from diploma guys? How to achieve encapsulation in Java? Mahesh? Do we have Mahesh in the meeting? हाँ नेहा, how to achieve encapsulation in Java?
उसके वेरिएबल को डिक्लेयर करेंगे प्राइवेट क्लास में.
नहीं, कौन सा कंस्ट्रक्ट है हमारे पास जिससे हम एनकैप्सुलेशन अचीव कर सकते हैं? रोहित? ऋषभ? Rushav, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes. How to achieve encapsulation in Java?
Sir, by using setter and getter method.
Okay. By writing class, we achieve encapsulation. Okay. Encapsule. So, do you remember? In encapsulation, we try to create a capsule, right? Capsule में क्या क्या है? Data members and methods, right? So we have a class concept for that, है ना? Class के अंदर हम अपना data members, okay, and methods. Now if you hide everything, then वो class कुछ काम का नहीं है, right? So we provide the access to data through methods, है ना? यहाँ से हम एंट्री पॉइंट इंट्रोड्यूस करते हैं. ओके, सो जनरली वी डिक्लेयर आवर डेटा एज प्राइवेट एंड वी प्रोवाइड सेटर्स एंड गेटर्स. ओके, सेटर्स एंड गेटर्स आर नथिंग बट मेथड्स ओनली, राइट? एंड दे विल बी डिक्लेयर्ड एज पब्लिक. ओके, सो रिमेंबर दिस. हाउ वी अचीव abstraction by using abstract class and interfaces. How we achieve encapsulation with the help of class. How we achieve polymorphism? Shreya? Shreya. Now we have two Shreya in our class, right? हाँ, Shreya, you tell. Chins Malatpure, Shreya. Yes, Shreya. How we achieve polymorphism? Overloading is one. Second concept, overriding, right? Overloading and overriding. So इससे क्या होता है? There will be two things with same name but different functionality. Polymorphism. Okay, based on the context they will behave differently. Okay, so that's it. This is the end of our unit number 4. So this was the last concept. I hope you have understood this. Okay, so we'll have the revision in our first offline class. So you go through the notes one more time, try to understand why we have this construct, that is important, why it is required. Okay, so